Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into the latest episode of the challenge, and let me tell y'all something. First, I apologize for being a little bit late. Y'all already know the spiel. Y'all know the spiel. It's year-end close. I'm exhausted. I'm tired, but we here. I'm here. Take these loud bracelets off. Last night's episode of the challenge is an example of what I mean by when I say I miss the old school challenge. I miss when the challenge wasn't dumbed down by puzzles. You had to be an athlete. You had to be physical. It was just, I'm gonna tell y'all something, MTV. Y'all was slacking. Y'all was slacking for about 10 seasons. But season 40, y'all picked it up. Season 40 is doing the damn thing for me. Last night's episode was highly entertaining. I need to say a couple of things to a few people, but we're going to move it right along and we just going to talk about it. I was highly entertained. I love the Gladiator. Old school challenge used to have like Burger King competitions, and they used to do corny stuff for movies all the time. But at least like Gladiator is like, that's what the challenge is about. It's another sport. You got to be built for this. You just can't get up off your couch and do the challenge. I mean, I guess you can, but not in last night's episode. You couldn't. You had to have them hands. I enjoyed myself. Dejan, we're gonna get there. Hey, everybody in the chat. Tori flinging Car in that daily, and she had to call Laurel to help. But did Laurel help? I ain't see Laurel help, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. What we ain't gonna do is pretend like that was just a picture for the screen grab, because Amanda looked like she was telling Cory, hey, let me talk to you. The conversation I have for Cory has nothing to do with Amanda. It just was a picture that looked like, hey, let me talk to you. It was just a screen grab. I ain't about to talk about Amanda. But thanks for letting us know, Dabu. Thanks for letting us know. We know the challenge is in another sport, but it was supposed to be. They bigged it up like you got to be an athlete. You got to be strong. You just can't come up off the real world of road rules and be cute. You got to come over here and do some things. But now all you got to do is know a little bit of multiplication, put a couple of tanagrams together, and you could be a champ. They ain't gonna make you run 20 miles no more. But hey. Okay, Dabu, I'll be exaggerating. Don't take everything I say seriously. No, it probably has been a good. I did like Dirty 30. I like that whole trilogy. Dirty 30. Was it Vendettas? Y'all know the trilogy. But once they got into that spy theme, so okay, 7 seasons. Once they started Spies, Lies, and Allies, I was over it. Hey, Davion. Hey, Dr. Ivy Girl. Okay, let's get into this episode of the challenge, because like your girl said, I'm exhausted, but I want to give y'all a good show, but then I also want to take me a good nap. It's almost the weekend. Thank you. But okay. Okay. It opens up with Ryan moving out of the room with Bananas and Laurel. I personally don't care. I didn't have to see Nan flashback of Nicole. I don't care who said what to who and who quit talking to who because of Nicole. All of that could have stayed wrapped up on All Stars 4. I no longer have care nor concern. It seemed like don't nobody like your ass no more, Laurel, since All Stars 4. So it just can't be Ryan. But anyway, moving on from that. Let's get Jenny and Cory to the front of the class. to the front of the auditorium so I could talk to them for a minute because we're going to wrap this up. Because let me say this before I want to say a few things to Cory, but this was Cory's episode. Like, this was Cory's episode to shine. He was the star of the episode. I mean, Derek tried to take it a little bit from you, but Cory, you still were the star of this episode. And I'm happy for you because at the end of every day, all day, I'm going to always root for everybody Black. And I want to see Cory win one of these. And I'm going to tell you right now, Cory, what you need to do, in my opinion, to try to win one of these. Because you can get to the end, Cory, but you get to the end with people that can beat you because you think those are your friends. And I don't know how many times somebody got to slap you in the face before you realize them not your friends. I mean, it took Cara about 10 years, but I'm hoping it don't take you 10. Jenny, didn't we saw a repeat of Jenny 2 weeks ago? Why I always got to be the one to go in elimination? Why, girl, you ain't in the Peace Up A Town Down alliance. Cory, you either. If y'all not doing this at the house, you're always going in. Jenny, you're cool with people on error 2. Unfortunately, you're on error 1 or 4. And error 4 is full of these people. They're going to keep throwing you in. At least I'm confident that you could beat most of these people. That Anissa one was kind of shaky though, girl. That Anissa one was shaky. But anyway, why is it that the only time KC gets any camera time is when she wants to drag Jenny? Can we go back to Big Brother Sucks? I mean, who let Big Brother take over the challenge? KC, the only time she has something to say is when she want to drag Jenny, who I 100% believe Jenny could whoop KC's ass in any elimination, even though that Anissa one was a little bit shaky. I'm just saying. KC, go find something. I ain't even gonna. We got to get to the end because the end of the episode pissed me off. But KC proceeds to say she tired of these rookies. Jenny need to talk game to people. It ain't her fault. She don't know how to talk game. No, it's Jenny's fault that she ain't never took y'all up on the opportunity to go hang out on the yacht so she could do this. This right here, MTV, is ruining the show. All those people put Josh on the bench. Y'all already benched Fessy, and at least Fessy would make some moves against the Vacation Alliance. I mean, you got the furniture on the show. Hell, I would rather see Nani get up here and cuss some people out over KC. Now, Dabu, I ain't gonna call her all that. But one thing we not gonna do, KC, is discredit Jenny. Because one thing Jenny did that you did not do, KC, is she won a final and she ain't need CT as a partner. Matter of fact, she ain't had nobody as a partner. And she won. And matter of fact, didn't she beat you in that said final? So how could she be a rookie and not know how to play the game when she came in, beat you by herself? She ain't have to take out her girlfriend to get CT as a partner. And Nani let you have that. It ain't like you really took her out. But anyway, moving on from KC, because we giving her too much time. We giving her more time than MTV giving her. Cory, come here. Cory. Wasn't it you a couple of seasons ago when Nelson was on the video call saying, why are you talking to him? Why are you friends with them? They keep screwing you over. Why you don't screw them over? Why are you working with them? Wasn't that you telling Nelson that about Fessy, who was also a part of this? Why is it that when you come back, you don't take the same advice that you were giving out? Every season, Cory, I think you can do it. Every season, I be wanting you to do it. And every season, you go in to a power position and you get scared. You get scared, Cory. You got to start playing this game with the tough guy mentality that you be talking when you get angry after people screw you over. Stop letting these same people screw you over. And why are you trusting Josh, of all people, who wins nothing, does nothing, is never in a position to do nothing? Oh, but you're going to put your game in the hands of Josh? Really? KC? These people don't care about you, Cory. How many times, season after season, do we have to say this? You go in playing scared. I'm gonna vote the way the Vacation Alliance want to vote because peace up, A-Town down. Yeah, we gonna do this. And you end up putting them in the position of power. You could have been got them up out the game. You don't owe them anything. You come in scared, like, I don't want to cross them because I don't want them to come back and cross me, but they cross you anyway. So go ahead and make the first line in the sand. You always coming back after people done crisscrossed and sliced you up because of your loyalty. And then you be like, well, damn, I don't owe nobody nothing. You ain't owe them nothing from the beginning. They're going to cross you anyways. So make the first move. Make the first move. I need you to have a season. This is going to sound crazy coming from me. But remember that season Big T came in, and even though she ain't win or nothing, but Big T said, y'all ain't going to be using me as the layup. I'm going to come get all the rookies together, and we going to take a stance. Wes did it one season too. He came in and said, I ain't got too many friends with the vets. I'm going to gather all the rookies up and take everybody down. Cory, that's what you need to do. You've been on the show long enough to where you're very respected. You're a powerful competitor to where you can win things to make power moves. You should have came at the beginning of this game with Nehemiah, with Darrell, everybody black. Go ahead and make the palace. Make the palace a thing every season. You need to come in with whoever you can grab that might be a part of the Lavender crew. I don't think the homeboys are ever coming back because I think Nelson is permanently seated down, and I don't think Hunter care no more. So you need to create a new homeboy alliance. And you can do this. Instead of trying to play fifth and sixth for these people, be number one on your own shit. Find some. You could have came in. You could have been gathered up Horacio. Maybe not Kylan because he big brother strong, but you could have gathered up Horacio, Norris, Theo. Instead of arguing with Theo, you and Theo should be working together. You should have went and been friends with Cara. You should have looked at everybody who wasn't doing this. These people so cocky, they on the TV doing this. That used to be a Twitter thing. We just used to make fun of them on Twitter and call them the vacation. I used to call them the vacation crew or whatever I was calling them. But they don't care so much now. They on the TV like, yeah, we the Vacation Alliance, and what you gonna do? I guess y'all ain't gonna do nothing but watch them run another final. Dabu, I don't think so. I think Cory could do it. But he played too scared in the beginning. Why not do it? Like, Cory, I'm talking to you. I ain't talking Dabu. Cory, I'm talking to you if you ever come across this video. You can do this. because they gonna throw you in anyway. They ain't gonna have your back anyway. So why not take the first shot? If you miss, oh well, they gonna throw you in anyway. Who cares? I don't know. I think he could pull it off. He knows the game. He knows how to politic. He ain't focused on the vagina no more because he got a faithful one at home. He can do this. They built this format to keep the big dogs around longer. Then the volunteer system helps draw the. Don't get me started on the volunteer. We ain't even got to the. I'm gonna get to the end of this episode. The way everybody raised their hand and volunteered pissed me off. Let's call a spade a spade. You say you root for everybody black. I don't exclude Cam. I still love Cam. I didn't like what Cam did on All Stars 4, but to me, Cam is still one of my favorite challengers. So I still love Cam. These black folks have. Cam is one of the best at strategy. She was one of the ones who really brought a change of strategy to the game. But I don't know what happened to Cam on All Stars 4. We ain't gonna talk about it. But Cory, Leroy, Amber, Nehemiah, you right about Cory, Leroy, Amber, and Nehemiah. Because Amber had to turn the big T, and let's just go ahead and move on. Nehemiah is strategic. But you said on All Stars. He has more friends on All Stars, but I feel like it was an opportunity. Y'all know my memory bad. It was an opportunity early on in the game where somebody could have threw in Tori and Devin, and they chose not to. And I believe it was somebody on Era 4. I want to say it was Kylan and somebody else. I could be 100% wrong. But there was an opportunity early on this game where y'all could have at least took a shot at Tori and Devin. But the longer you don't take the shot, the harder it is to get them out, because the vacation crew is so insulated right now. And it's still about 30 people, 25 people left in the house. They are so insulated right now. You ain't never gonna get to them. They gonna be, I can guarantee you, Tori, Casey, not Josh, because Josh don't never run the final. Jordan, all them gonna be in the final. Cory ass might not even make the final. Yeah, he can probably win one finally. He got in the house. We'll never see. Cory was picking her ass. Period. Period. Okay, let's not get. Nehemiah was robbed. We ain't gonna get started on Amber B neither. Okay, let's get on to the gladiator of it all. We finally got the challenge where they're pushing each other with these clear shields. Cool. One thing about Gladiator 2, I already have it on my to-do list for Thanksgiving this year. Side note, I'm hosting Thanksgiving at my house this year. Everybody from Illinois is coming down to Tennessee, and I'm so excited because family means everything to me. And it is sad sometimes that I live so far away from my family, but it is what it is. So that's already on the family to-do list to go see Gladiator 2 with Denzel, because that's the only reason we go. If Denzel wasn't in it, I probably wouldn't care. But anyway, I'm just being honest. So I was happy that they were promoting Gladiator 2. I was happy. I knew it was going to be physical. The one thing I didn't like about the daily challenge is the circle was way too big. I felt like the field that they were playing on was way too big, and not enough people fell in the water for me. I feel like they could have cut that field in half, make that circle half the size. That way people are really in there pushing, because hell, half the game, Derek, Tori at one point, they was hanging out by the edge and wasn't nobody even thinking about them. I was like, the field is way too big. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. So I was like, okay. A lot of people were trying to gang up on Theo. Theo was holding his own. And that's what I forgot to point out. At some point, Cory said error 2 and 3 were going to work together because they would save each other. And at one point, Jenny was like, well, hell, if era 2 was going to work with era 3, I'm going to go ahead and go over here and work with era 1, girl, with Rachel, with one person. Anyway, shout out to Rachel and Derek for holding it down for era 1. But anyway, that was the daily. I don't really care about the daily. Let's talk about after the daily because they pushed each other with shields. Era 1 lost like we thought they would lose, and Era 4 won like we thought they would win. Oh, we didn't talk about Cara. Now, okay, I'm about to say something nice about Tori. And mind you, I said Tori got a clean slate this season, and I haven't really been roasting Tori this season. But Cara did see Tori hanging out, and she was like, oh, I'm about to push Tori in this water because I want Era 2 to lose. I don't know what Cara was over there doing, but she wasn't pushing Tori. And then in the confessionals, we get this story of, oh, Laurel is going to help me. And Laurel is like, oh, I'm going to help Cara. Laurel did exactly what I thought Laurel would do this episode, which was absolutely nothing. I didn't see Laurel push, pull, tug, fight for nobody. I didn't see Laurel do nothing but run around with her shield. She pushed Tori one time to say she did a little something, I guess, so Cara could see it. But other than that, Laurel didn't do anything to me. It was a lot like the girls were really lackluster. At least the boys was going at it. You right. Hey, Charles. Tori handled Cara. And I was really surprised because Cara was like, I'm about to get Tori out. And next thing I see, bloop, Cara on the floor. Now, Cara, I know you strong, but you just, it's something about the size. Like, it's something about size. Because even Laurel came and gave Tori a good push, and Laurel couldn't even get Tori out. So I ain't gonna say nothing bad about Tori no more. I never really said she was a bad challenger. I just kind of didn't like Tori at one point in time, but she did nothing to me lately, so I'm gonna let it go. But she was handling Cara and Tori. I mean, what's her name? Laurel. Anyway, not yeah. It seemed like Nia just jumped in the water. Ain't nobody even push her, and she fell in. I was like, Nia, what you over here doing? Like I said, the challenge really wasn't that exciting. It really popped off at the end of the boys' round when Cory went up to Derek and said, I was being easy on you because I already knew you was a hurt dog. So you over here hollering, and I ain't even hit you that hard. I said, Cory, you ain't have to say all that. You ain't have to say all that. But Derek wanted to smoke. He was like, what's up? You want some of me? You want some of me? And of course, Cory didn't want none of him on the show because he's trying to win this $1 million. And so Cory walks away, and then Derek throws something at his back. I did not like that. I did not like that because if Cory would have turned around and knocked you clean out, then Cory would have had to go home. And you the one who threw something at him first. I feel like if you throw anything, a drink, an object, or a hand at someone, you should have to go home. You're starting it. And people should be allowed to defend themselves. And Cory, good job on you for not turning around doing that to him. Maybe old school Cory might have. But I didn't like that, Derek. I 100% agree with Jordan, and I hate to have to agree with Jordan, but Jordan was like, he was in your face and you ain't say nothing. He was in your face and you didn't say anything. So why you want to do all this rah-rah after he walks away? Oh, that's what Nia did. She tried to push somebody and then she fell back. I don't know what Nia was over there doing, but she got out. Didn't she get out first? I don't know. Tori is a solid competitor. Hey, Dreadful. I go back and forth with her personality wise. Me too. Me too. But I like her at this point. I do like her in season 40. I'm not rooting for her. You're not rooting for her. Am I rooting for Tori? Who am I rooting? I'm rooting right now for Rachel and Kara for the girls. And for the guys, I'm rooting for Nehemiah, Theo, and Cory. Yeah. Maybe Kylan a little bit. Like, I would like to see Kylan win as well, but I don't really like his personality neither. Okay. Now let's fast forward. So the pink team is now in power. That is Jenny and Theo. And of course, Jenny and Theo were all like, from the way Cory was pushing Theo in this challenge alone. I knew Cory ass was going in. I knew it. And Theo knew it. And I think Jenny ain't give a damn. Plus, Jenny is cool with Era 2, and Era 2 wants to stay strong. So Jenny was going to protect Era 2. Theo and Kara have a friendship. So at the end of the day, Era 3 was going in, period. But they still had to do the upside down hourglass thing. Cory came in there. No, who started it off? Avery set it off with this your opportunity to prove your loyalty again with Era 3 because y'all been flip-flopping. I'm like, girl, Avery, you come to the front. You are not this. If you are not in this, doing the Usher Raymond back in the early 2000s, Era 4, Era 3 don't care about you. There was never an Era 3, Era 4 alliance. Period. There was never an Era 3, Era 4 alliance. What it is, and I don't know why y'all haven't caught on and stopped this. They volunteer. Jordan will volunteer when he knows a Laurel or somebody else on Era 4 will save him. These people like Tori and Devin volunteer when they know Josh is volunteering because they know the vacation crew, these people gonna save each other. But if you're on Era 3 or Era 4 and you ain't in this, it ain't no alliance. They don't give a damn. They'll vote your ass in. I don't know why y'all haven't picked up on this, and that's why I wouldn't let people volunteer. Soon as Ryan would have raised his hand, I said, "That's cool. You want to volunteer, Ryan? But bananas, bring your ass. Go ahead and put that purple thing around your arm." As soon as Kylan volunteered, I would say, "Yeah, that's cool, but Josh, go ahead and take that purple thing around your arm." I don't care who raising their hand in the air. But anyway, so Avery wants them to prove their loyalty. I don't know what the hell Kara and Derek was talking about. Who cares? Then Cory comes around and was like, I forgot what Cory said, but he was trying to strong arm him. Like, you already voted me in once. So if you vote me in again, it's beef. I'm going to take it personal. It's up if you vote me in again. I'm like, well, shit, I'm voting your ass in again. Who cares? If it's beef, it's beef. And then here comes Derek. Well, I really want Rachel to stay, and I feel like she had the best chance against Avery, so I want to go in against Era 3. You want to go in with me? Just say you want me. And Derek was like, I want you. It looked like he almost had you too, Cory. Broke leg and all. He almost had you. Because we ain't see no timer on who knocked them bean bags off first, the second, the third. We ain't see no timer. But anyway, at the end of the day, who cares? The hourglass meeting is over. I like that Theo and Jenny outsmarted these people. They said, look, it's going to be a team vote. Everybody raise their hand who want Era 2. Everybody raise their hand who want Era 3. It forces Derek or Cory out. Broke leg. Right. Look, Derek is a real one. But we ain't at elimination yet. So I like that it forces Casey and Josh to say something because everybody got to raise their hand. And you know, Casey and Josh really ain't say much, but it's what they didn't say that got them in trouble. Now, Cory, I done told you at the beginning of this live, them not your friends. So I don't know why you ever thought they were your friends, but hey, this is another opportunity for you to get it through your brain. I hope if you ever come back another season, which you probably will, those are not your friends. So Theo and Jenny was like, we was voting in era 3, period, but we gonna spread out the anger. Everybody got to vote, then we gonna tell the house how everybody voted. Genius, because that's some big brother shit KC and Josh and them would have did anyway. That's, see, you flipped it and reversed on my ass, and I appreciate that. See, KC talking all that shit. Jenny ain't playing the game. Jenny ain't talking no strategy. She sure got you in the line of fire. She sure got you raising your hand in the elimination pit. Yeah, it looked like Jenny and Theo just ran some game on the whole era 4. That was like, look, the vote was 5-2. And so Casey and Josh was your friend. They wasn't in the team meeting going up for you. That was like, if they go in, they go in. So you know, Cory mad. We had to have a heated Josh argument. I don't even have the energy to reenact Josh. You mad at me, bro? You mad at me? It was a team vote. I didn't have the vote. They were gonna vote. Like, Josh, calm down. You got outplayed. You got outplayed. And I love that Theo and Jenny did that. They spread that love around. They said, Cory about to have smoke with the whole era. Not just us, but the whole era. And Cory has smoke with the whole era. Right. All Casey and Josh had to do, if they cared, was not vote for Cory. But they didn't, because they don't care. Right. He doing all that arguing, running his blood pressure up, knowing he was wrong. And Cory went in on Josh, and I had a good time because Josh really don't want no smoke with Cory. He just wanted to be loud. But Cory was giving facts. But Cory, your facts are flawed because I've been telling you for 3 years now, them people not your friends. Now, if you come on season 41 crying the same sad love song, I ain't gonna feel no ways bad for you. I ain't gonna feel no ways bad for you if you crying that same sad song. The only 2 people who voted for era 2 was Michelle and Colin. I'm gonna leave that comment there. I don't even want to talk about them 2 people right now. Let's fast forward. We're at elimination, and it's another gladiator elimination. This elimination was almost unfair. The size of that ring for the elimination should have been the size of the ring for the daily. Like, the daily was way too big. The elimination ring was like this. Avery had nowhere to stick it and move it. Like, did she have rocks on her feet? Like, Avery was just standing there, and Rachel was straight up Karate Kid punching her ass. I said, oh, Avery, are you okay? Is your mind right? Rachel wasn't even really going. I mean, true enough, she was blindfolded, but she wasn't even going for the body. She was knocking Avery straight out in her head. I was like, they shouldn't be allowed to be punching each other like this. Like, Avery, use your feet, shuffle left, shuffle a little bit to the right. Get off the ropes, girl. Rachel was whooping her ass, and I just was like, and even the crowd was like, oh, we got to do this for 5 minutes. I think Rachel had already knocked all the color bags off of Avery in the first 60 seconds. After that, it was just straight up punching. And she was landing. I think Rachel might have missed 2 times in 5 minutes. 2 times. I know Avery had her too, Cokie. I felt bad for Avery. And then I did, now y'all tell me in the chat, I did feel a little bit bad because I said the advantage is to go first. To go first being the one punching. Because if you sitting back getting rocked, like Avery probably was sitting there woozy headed. She already tired. I mean, she probably wasn't tired because she wasn't shuffling her feet. She was just standing there taking it. But I think there's an advantage in punching first because you're using all of your energy on the punches first. But then you might be tired to shuffle. I don't know. Maybe it was fair. I don't know. I would want to punch first if it was me. It was Rachel's turn. Avery was landing, but Avery wasn't punching. Avery was doing that swiper, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. That's what Avery was doing because Rachel was like, as long as she don't hit me in the head, I won because I done knocked off all her sandbags. As long as, and she, Avery. Anyway, let's get to the men. When it comes to the men, Cory and Derek wanted the smoke since the daily, and now they had the opportunity to give it to each other. And they gave it to each other. They both was hitting each other like Rachel. Now, side note, if we were ever going to get a Rachel versus Cara, a Rachel versus Laurel, or like a Rachel versus Jenny, I want it to be this. Like, this is what Rachel and Cara should have been doing last season instead of throwing axes at pitches on the wall. Like, this was good. This was a good elimination. Cory and Derek was whooping each other's ass as I thought they would. They both knocked off all the color sandbags. And based on the technicality, they said whoever did it first wins. And they said Cory did it first, which, I mean, he probably did. But the little bit of tea I heard on Twitter, shout out to who DM'd it to me. I forgot who DM'd it to me. Y'all, forgive me. I don't be remembering people names. It was a busy day. But they said Derek is finally talking about his injury. I guess he had to wait till he was eliminated to talk about it. They said on the show, he had a torn MCL, ACL, something was torn in his knee, and he was going to have to go home anyway. So did Cory win? We'll never know. We'll never know. I think Cory did win because I don't even know why, but we'll never know. But they said these were Derek's words. Derek said he had to go home anyway because he tore something in his knee. Now, to me, I don't know how much I believe that now that I think about it, because it actually came out of my mouth. Why, if production knew you had something torn in your knee, would they even allow you to do this gladiator style elimination? Like, that's correct. Like, they would not have allowed you to do that. The moment they knew something was wrong with your knee medically, that you had to be taken out of the game, they wouldn't say, oh, well, for one last hurrah, go in there and punch Cory around a little bit. They wouldn't do that. So I don't know if I believe that part, Derek. I believe you lost. And once you got home, you found out something was wrong with your knee. I don't believe it was like, oh, I had to leave anyway. Because I always said, and I said it, who DM'd me that on Twitter? Or was it Instagram? Hell, I can't remember. I'll find it later. But shout out, y'all know who y'all are. I think it was ML Caps or something like that. I be forgetting. But I think what I said earlier on Instagram, I always felt like Derek knew something was wrong with his knee from the very first time he jumped in that mud pit. And he was like, oh, I broke my leg. I think he knew something was seriously wrong with his knee then, but he didn't want to give up in the game. I'm not mad at you for that. But I feel like if you knew something was seriously wrong with your knee, you ain't have to you should have volunteered last week to go in, and Darrell didn't have to go home. King Cash. I was thinking this. I said, this was Darrell. See, Derek, you should have did that shit last week. You should have volunteered and went home last week. Because what the hell, Darrell went home doing some math problems? Who cares? This the shit Darrell should have been doing. Oh, we wouldn't have went down to one person if Darrell was in a. This elimination was built for Darrell. He just got to punch people. That's probably why they got his ass out early. They said, Darrell ain't about to be up here punching people. Look, that elimination was built for Darrell. I would have loved to see Darrell do that over math problems, but whatever. Anyway, let's get to the targets for the week. Darrell would have actually, I believe so. We saw what the hell he did to Brad. If he don't hurt his back first, no, he wouldn't have hurt his back doing that. But let's get to elimination picks. At the end of the day, Rachel, you the only one there, so you the only target. I don't know how this is going to work next week because, for example, say Era 1 loses again. Do the guys just not have an elimination, or do the bottom two teams automatically go in? Like, I don't know what they're gonna do for the guys, but let me say who was in the guys, because Rachel got to pick. Ryan volunteered. Ryan, why you volunteered? I don't know. I wouldn't have let nobody bully me into volunteering because Rachel wouldn't have picked you. Rachel would have gladly picked Banana's ass again, and I was ready to see it. But Ryan wanted to volunteer. Oh well. Maybe they don't know next week is this a spoiler? It's not really a spoiler. Next week is the last team's week. I think on episode 10, it goes to an individual game. So Ryan, you should have held on for the individual game. But anyway, no, Davion, Rachel just has to. If Rachel can make it through this week, the game goes solo. And then, hell, I think Rachel got a good shot of being in that final once the game goes solo. She just has to make it through next week. But let's go through the guys, because the females, all heavy hitters. Who volunteered for Era 3? Or did Rachel pick? Who is up for Era 3? Let me think. Was it Devin? I think she picked Devin. Oh, Devin volunteered, which is some shit that. Now, see, if Devin had to go in there and get punched, Devin would have been at home. Derek would have been hopping around in his bad knee for one more week because, Devin would have been fucked up if he had to do this elimination against Derek, bad leg and all. But Devin volunteered, and then Kylan volunteered. I don't know why Kylan volunteered. Weren't you just in last week? It's Josh's turn. Like, why doesn't Josh get to have a turn? Anyway, the men I'm not too excited about. I feel like Ryan might just end up going home, and oh well. Anyway, the ladies. Of course, we have Rachel. I'm so happy Cory picked Laurel's ass. Laurel, get your purple armband on. Then we have Tori. Because of course, if Devin volunteers, Tori has to volunteer. They're a package. They will never be separated. They have to go in together to be a heavy hitter for the vacation crew. Kylan volunteered, and then KC finally volunteers. Like you said, Cory was gonna pick KC anyway. So, girl, you might as well should have raised your hand. But this wasn't a week to volunteer. Either way, I don't know how it's gonna go. I have a feeling it's very vacation crew heavy. If Era 3 or 4 wins, they're saving the other. That's why I hope don't neither one of them win. I hope don't neither one of them win. But either way you shake it, a heavy hitter for the females is going home next week. I hope it's Laurel. I hope it's Laurel's ass. I really wished Laurel would have been in there this week so Rachel could have knocked some sense into her ass this week, because they probably going to be doing puzzles again by next week, or more math equations and locks and breaking glass and dumb shit. We want to see this. Anyway, it's going to be good. It's probably going to be Rachel versus Laurel. Next week, it looks like they're hanging on to like rock climbing things, studs. I don't know what you even call that stuff. And it looks like whoever hangs on the longest wins. If Rachel has good grip, which she is a trainer, she should have good grip strength. If she can last, all she has to do is last longer than everybody else on the show. All Rachel has to do is last longer than everybody on era 2 and era 4 and era 3, and she's safe. As long as era 4 and 3 don't win, Rachel is safe. So I would love to see Rachel hang up in production. I know this already has been taped and edited, but if y'all ever wanted to cheat, I mean, y'all cheat any other time. Y'all don't never show us the running time clock any other time. This is the time to say, fuck it, Rachel, you won. And let Rachel decide who goes in. I would love to see it. I would love to see it because I wouldn't care if it was Laurel, Casey, or Tori. I don't care which combination of the two. I would just love to see Rachel be safe and have to make that decision as the only person left in era 1. And then she ride it out to the finale because then it goes to a solo game. I don't know. Let it be Tori versus Casey. It all depends on who production likes the best. I have a very strong feeling, an extremely strong feeling that era 4 is going to win next week. They have lighter females, lighter men. Well, not Josh. Not Josh. I just have a feeling era 4 is going to win. They're going to save era 3. It's going to be Rachel versus Laurel, and I just want Laurel to go home. So we ain't got to say her name no more. Please. Please. That's all I have to give y'all. I did have a lot of Twitter comments. I have been listening to a few snippets of podcasts this week. So I might do another challenge extra. It's a 3-day weekend. For some reason on my calendar, I have that Ready to Love is supposed to start this Friday or tomorrow night. And I don't think it does start tomorrow night. So this quick announcement. This is my only weekend that I don't have anything to do. Once the week, like next weekend, I think every weekend I'm busy or out of town. So we might do some challenge extra. I have not watched Survivor yet, but I know who went home. I really want to know how that person went home. So I'm going to watch Survivor tonight. I'm going to watch House of Villains tonight. Me and Ebby will do House of Villains on Wednesdays. So we'll get into a few things this weekend, but I don't think Ready to Love is going to start. So I might do a challenge extra or maybe a kitchen table talk or something like that. We'll see. Dejan, you said, Rachel, y'all know I love some math, but them damn greater than, less than symbols be fucking me up. I'm going to assume you saying Rachel is better than Laurel, Laurel's better than Tori, and Tori is better than KC. Because I don't be understanding. Them the one symbols that be fucking me up. I don't know. I don't care about Big Brother Dejan. I'm not watching. But I did tell Really B, she hasn't got back to me yet. I might just text her. I did tell Really B that I wanted to be on the Big Brother wrap up tomorrow night. I'm probably not going to watch, but I got things to say. I don't give a damn about Big Brother until I want to see the jury segment, and I just want to see finale night because I don't care about nothing else. Is the finale Sunday? I can't wait. I cannot wait for Big Brother to be over. I have never had a season of Big Brother I wanted to be over as much as this one. I've never had a season of Big Brother that I haven't even watched. I used to hate watch Big Brother. They ain't even doing nothing racist this season. And I'm just like, I'm so uninterested. But I'll let y'all go enjoy Big Brother because I'm going to see what happened over on Twitter. Who going home? Rubina. I ain't got to waste an hour of TV to watch Rubina go home. Seem like this longest week wrap it up there. Right. This Big Brother is struggling. This season better than the last 3 seasons. No, I enjoyed last season with Mama Felicia and Sari and what's his name? I don't forgot her son name already because it ain't Jag. What's Sari's son name? Jared. I like last season. I actually watched all of last season. I watched all of Taylor's season. I watched all of this is the only season where I'm like, no, I can't watch it. It's too much. And when I say it's too much, I mean it's too little. It's not entertaining at all. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all get to Big Brother. I think I'm gonna order a pizza. Oh, MJ does have the pig. She's waffling. Rubina is the pig, but she got to tell her face to face. Oh, yeah, because tonight is the night where you just stand up and be like, you can go home. It ain't no point of walking to the back, talking to Julie and shouting out your family and friends. Just look one of them in the face. You go ahead and get your bag. Go ahead and talk to Julie. I might watch. That is more entertaining when they have to evict people in their face. I might just watch tonight. Yeah. KC is not better than Cory. Look, I don't know. He might have meant it backwards. I don't understand them greater than less than's. Mm-hmm. Yep, you used the wrong symbols. See, I told you I don't be understanding them symbols. KC is not the best. KC is so boring. KC could be the best, but she's so not on the show. We don't really know. Like, we don't even focus on KC in daily challenges. She's not on the show. Hell, Avery be getting more screen time than KC. But anyway, I'm not about to go up and down another rant. I'm about to go find something to order, sit down and watch Survivor. And we will have Survivor tomorrow night. Now, tomorrow night, I do have a sorority meeting. So my sorority meeting is at 6:30, probably 6:30 to 7:30. I told Really B, she hasn't agreed yet, but I'm gonna confirm. I asked Really B and Busy if we can do the Big Brother wrap up at 7:30 my time. That's 8:30 their time. I don't know if their schedules will allow that. But if their schedules allow for me to go to my sorority meeting, we'll do Big Brother at 7:30 Central, and then Survivor will be at 8:30. So lives will be later tomorrow night. Now, if their schedules don't allow us to do the Big Brother wrap up at 7:30, then Survivor will be at 7:30, and I'll probably do Big Brother over the weekend or something like that. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off of here for real this time. And I will holler. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And I will holler at y'all later. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.